Yeah, welcome back to the channel, boy. You already know it's the biggest. Yo, boy. Big 618 C's. Look, today we going to ride down that flyway. We going 64 east to 70 west, 64 east to 64 west today. So we got a story. It started in Ohio, but it's insane. It's involving people from St. Louis. So we got a football team, right? Cardinal Ritter Prep out of St. Louis, Missouri, right? Police in Massillon or Massillon, however they say it. Some people call it Massillon. I guess people out there in Ohio call it Massillon. But out there in Massillon, Ohio, police pepper sprayed football players. Yeah. Police pepper sprayed football players, cuz. Grown-ass men pepper spray kids, bro. But we ain't gonna do too much talking. I gotta let y'all see it for yourself. Hey, and if you like football media, go to Nosebleed Nation. It's one of these places over there in the corner. Nosebleed Nation for football content. But this a story, it's a news story, so we gonna do this here, right? Let's go.
A St. Louis high school is helping parents file complaints against an Ohio police department after several students were pepper sprayed after a football game.
It happened when Cardinal Ritter College Prep was traveling for a game on Friday. Fox News' Chad Mira is here now with the video of that incident. Chad.
Shirley, Mandy, you're seeing a little bit of it behind me here. Pepper spray flying in the directions of Cardinal Ritter players. Both teams on the field shaking hands after the game when something caused those uniformed officers to step in and fire pepper spray at those players. Now, parents we're talking to are calling it excessive force. An emotional game in Massillon, Ohio, Friday night ends with pepper spray flying at Cardinal Ritter football players.
It was very heartbreaking that my son had to experience this as a 16-year-old athlete, just trying to play the game that he loves.
Ashley Ashburn's 16-year-old son, DJ, seen here with a teammate spraying water in his eyes.
And so he got maced pretty bad in his eyes, and it made him immediately drop to his knees.
Dylan Kelly with DPK Captures recorded the whole thing. He said it started with a shove as players met on the field to shake hands after the game.
It kind of escalated very quickly. And the cops kind of just pulled out their pepper spray kind of a little after the fact of when they were separated.
What appears to be uniformed officers pepper spraying Cardinal Ritter players, even as they back away.
Kind of shocking to see like that happen in front of me. It was very eye-opening of like, why did this happen? Like, why would you, especially pepper spray, mace a bunch of high schoolers?
Cardinal Ritter's president sent out a statement saying they're very disturbed by the video and it is helping families file official complaints with Ohio police. The school is also offering counseling to students saying, quote, most importantly, our concern is for our scholar athletes and their well-being from these unfortunate events. The opposing team's coach was asked about it after the game.
I have no idea. Next question.
Ashburn says she still hasn't heard a logical explanation for what happened.
Yeah, to me, like, it was very disheartening when I saw the video. It was alarming. I'm like, what? You know, I'm steady asking questions like, what happened? Like, was it a fight? I'm like, did the police give some kind of warning?
I did talk with the Massillon police this morning. They said they didn't have a comment at this point. I also asked them for a copy of their incident reports, but they said that's not ready for release yet either. Massillon Public Schools didn't call me back this afternoon. Cardinal Ritter officials say they've already contacted the Ohio State High School Athletic Association to see if there's any action that they could take.
And then I'm curious about the police officers' actions. Any indication whether that's being investigated?
It's hard to say. We've had no official word on that yet. However, Cardinal Ritter's president, Tamiko Armstead, says she expects it to be investigated. She's helping families and witnesses. It sounds like there are multiple that will be filing these complaints. And on top of that, Ashburn told me that they've notified the Ohio Civil Rights Commission as well.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll continue to follow this
Absolutely.
as this progresses. Thank you.
Canada's St. Louis High School is helping parents file complaints against an Ohio police department after multiple players were pepper sprayed following a Friday night football game. The police department in question here released video of what led up to that moment.
They're still trying to get it all cooled down, and the Lions players now want more. not sure what in the world is going on now.
Massillon Police posted this video on Facebook. That city is just west of Canton, Ohio. The video shows the moment two officers pepper sprayed members of the Cardinal Ritter football team. According to police, after the game ended, fights broke out during the post-game handshake. Police say Cardinal Ritter players did not leave the field after being told to do so multiple times. Police say they tried to de-escalate the situation, but officers used pepper spray because they were concerned about the band and cheerleaders on the field. Ashley Ashburn stayed at home here in St. Louis and followed Friday's game online. She is still in shock after the incident left her 16-year-old son, DJ, gasping for air.
Have any explanation to why you would take the excessive force to start spraying mace in the air like that? It was like an exchange of words, but nothing serious, like no punches thrown, nothing like that. From the video, it looked like everybody was pretty much separated, and then the police just pulled out the mace and started spraying.
Cardinal Ritter's president says they have tried to address this situation with the athletic leaders from the other school, asking for their support for an investigation. But she says, quote, there does not appear to be a desire or willingness to help with that effort, end quote.
New at 10. Well, we're told there was some tension between the two teams the entire game, but that's the usual for Friday night lights in high school football. However, 17-year-old DJ noticed it was getting a bit out of hand, and so when he tried to step up and defuse the situation, unfortunately, he ended up getting burned.
I couldn't see. I could hardly breathe.
It was a hard hit for 17-year-old junior linebacker DJ Boone, but it wasn't during the play.
It was going to be rough. It was going to be chippy. All football games are like that. I was currently trying to get my team back to the sideline, like trying to help out. But as soon as I turned around, I was getting sprayed by pepper spray. And I immediately fell to the ground because I was in pain.
DJ was maced by Ohio police officers during an away game in Massillon Friday night during a scuffle between teams.
I feel like it was kind of like towards us because once we had separated, our guys was on one side and their guys was on the other side, and they only sprayed our side.
Our team reached out to Massillon police, who had no comment at the time. Massillon Public Schools also have not gotten back to us with a comment on the situation.
I want to ask them, like, what was the cause of using pepper spray? Like, why was that needed? We're good kids. We're not troublemakers. Like, we're not into all of that. We're trying to play sports, have a good time.
Cardinal Ritter officials tell us that they have already reached out to the Ohio State High School Athletic Association in hopes that they can take some kind of action through them. In North St. Louis, Cameron Mendoza, Fox 2 News.
Bro, and the crazy thing is this. They never denied it. They posted it on their own Facebook page, the police department, as if they were proud of it, right? Then on top of that, they say, yeah, we use mace because we wanted to protect the band and the cheerleaders. All right, so what I'm lost, G. Maybe y'all ain't lost, but I'm lost, G. Mace was the strongest thing you should have been using. You should have just been using your get back skills. Like what you was gonna use? You was gonna pull out the glizzy? Cause I don't understand what else they was gonna do. What they was gonna pull out the nightsticks and start beating the players, bro? Tell me something. You know what I'm saying? And then they say, yeah, the incident report ain't ready, man. It's been 4-5 days since the incident. Why the incident report ain't ready? We know why the incident report ain't ready. The incident report ain't ready for the same reason the coach don't want to address it, for the same reason the school district don't want to reach back out to St. Louis Cardinal Ritter preparatory administrators, and the same reason that the police don't. Ohio don't feel like they did nothing wrong, and Ohio gonna stand strong with Ohio. But it's clearly that this act was blatant. And not on top of it, I need y'all to watch this. Hold on, let me show this other video. Because they doubled down on it. They didn't just stand on it, they doubled down on it.
School football players at the end of last weekend's game against a team from Missouri. Watch it unfold here. Massillon beat Cardinal Ritter College Prep, but after the game, tempers flared. Coaches and police try to separate the two teams, and then officers deploy pepper spray on the opposing players in white. The department says officers were trying to de-escalate the pushing and shoving. Cardinal Ritter tonight says it is filing formal complaints with police and the OHSAA.
Did y'all see what I saw? Them kids was hugging, bro. They wasn't even fighting no more. They wasn't even tussling. They wasn't even pushing no more. Them kids was hugging, bro. Let's go back to it. I want y'all to look right here in this top left corner, bro. Them boys was hugging each other, man. Good game, bro. This shit was crazy. You know how it go, man. Well, if you ain't up play football, you might not know how it go. But if you a baller, then you know what it is, bro. Look at, watch, right here, bro.
Coaches and police try to separate the two teams, and then officers deploy pepper spray on the opposing players in white. The department says officers were trying.
All right, let's look at it. I'll look at it without no sound, right? All right, look. Now tell me if I'm tripping, right? Let's go right here, right now, to the first handshake. Hey, boom, boom. 9 and 44, 44 and 21, 44 and 44. Big man pulled him back. That's their own team. Police run over there and start spraying the mace, bro. They had no reason to do this. They had absolutely no damn reason to be spraying these kids with mace, bro. None whatsoever. And then, like I say, they doubled down on it. They stood on it and say, yeah, we wouldn't break up the fight because, yeah, we did it. So what? And we standing on it. They wrong, bro. And they do need to reach out to civil rights attorneys. They need to reach out to regular attorneys. You know what I'm saying? And they need to sue these people, man. They need to sue the school district. You get what I'm saying? They need to sue the police department because that was dead wrong, bro. That was unnecessary. That was unnecessary use of force, bro. There was no threat out there on that football field when that happened. It wasn't no threats. It wasn't no reason to spray these damn kids, bro. It wasn't no threat whatsoever, bro. They say it was a tussle. Like when? We done seen all this video, bro, but we ain't seen a tussle yet. Do this look like a tussle? Did what I just showed y'all look like a tussle? Yeah, this look like a tussle because the kids getting away because the cops is running up spraying mace. They dead ass wrong, man. And anybody think they ain't wrong, you wrong. Straight up. But maybe I'm tripping, right? Maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But this is a story that's going viral, you know what I'm saying, on the news and in the football community, man. Let me know what y'all think. Have you heard about this story? If you have heard about the story, let me know what you think about the story, because there's so many other things that I can say, but I'm gonna wait because I want to see how this story develops. But I need you to do me one favor. If you like this video and you watched this for, hit that like button for me, man. I'm trying to get in the algorithm. I'm trying to get myself out there. You know what I'm saying? Also, leave a comment and make sure you subscribe and hit that bell, bro. I'll be trying to drop as many videos as I can. Also, if you like football content, go to Nosebleed Nation Football, where we talk about high school, college, and NFL football, bro. We just gonna keep dropping these news stories, man. All right. If ain't nobody told you they love you, you already know. Big 618Cs love you to death, cuz. If ain't nobody told you they want to see you win, you already know. Big 618Cs is your biggest advocate of you winning in your life. I'm 618Cs, G, and I'm out this piece. Peace.